to finish the year like this is can't be better. All the players are dreaming to play at this prestigious event, and not too many do. So it's just an incredible feeling to be here, to be part of it, and to be competing against the world's best. Obviously, to win that huge event at New York, and now to also continue the path that I was on in these last few months. It's a nice part to be playing against the best guys. Anybody who is here belongs here, because to play full season you need to play well, to perform well on the big events. So it just shows, you know, how the competition is tough, it's strong, and it's becoming, you know, year after year stronger and stronger. And of course Goran, with his experience, he played at this kind of event for several times. He can, you know, always give me right advice at the right time. I felt that this year I played really well at indoors, and now, okay, I'm playing the best guys. It's going to be a little bit different feeling, starting with Novak. We had 3 great matches this year. One of them was at Wimbledon, went all the way in 5 sets. And all in the matches with him, I always feel I have to, you know, play really, really well in order to beat him. And maybe here, because of indoor conditions, it might help me with my serve to get a few extra free points, and to be able to play a little more risky. We'll see, you never know, but for sure I'm gonna, you know, give my best, enjoy the court, and you know, hopefully I can go through the groups, and you know, you never know after that.
You never do know, and best of luck to Marin Cilic. I hope it goes well for him, because his record against Novak isn't good on paper. It's 10-zip favour of Novak, but as he said there, he took Novak all the way in Wimbledon, 5 sets, led him 2-1, in fact 2 sets to 1. And that was before he'd won the US Open. So I'm wondering if there's a different complexion to this game from before.
Quite possibly. We mentioned Stan Wawrinka earlier in the day, how there's a building process. It starts, you know, it doesn't just happen. And maybe that Wimbledon match for him was the first realization he could play with the top guys. Then he's come through and beat them. I mean, the fashion in which he took out Federer at the US Open was incredibly impressive. So he is here. I mean, it's almost 2 years. This is a post-US Open era, and why shouldn't he believe? He's got the weapons, and that's where, you know, it's not about changing techniques and that. That's for Goran to sit down with him and give him that belief and say, if you play this style of game, you can take out this top player.
Yeah, maybe that match at Wimbledon was analogous to Wawrinka's previous loss to Djokovic the year before he broke through. So getting close, getting that belief system incrementally enabled him to play the way he did at the US Open, and he just got better and better. And the way Cilic went through Berdych, Federer, and Nishikori in straight sets from the quarters all the way through winning the US Open was remarkable.
No, indeed. Arvind, I don't know why I'm asking you this question, but how do you approach a match when you've never won against a player? I'm not asking you your personal experience, of course.
Against someone. Yeah, well, it's a tough one when you're 10-zip down, of course, but you've got to draw some positives from somewhere. Obviously, there's been a lot of positives for Cilic recently. He's obviously coming into this tournament with a lot of confidence, winning in Moscow, what, three or four weeks ago. He's got to draw from that and how he played that week, and think back to the last time they played. 2 sets to 1 up, as you said, and he's got to bottle that, you know, that situation that he was in. What did I do well to get myself into that position and play that way? Because I think he realizes if he just chooses to kind of sit back and just try and take, you know, Djokovic on from the back of the court, he's probably going to come up second best again. So he's got to produce what he's been producing.
Yeah, and what are the things that he does well?
A great point, because it's all sports are about repeatable patterns, and what you want to do is replicate the things that went well. So it's almost, you need to create a greatest hits album. Remember back in the days when you make a mixtape? You know, he needs a greatest hits album of when he's had success. Even though he's lost all 10 matches, he's had success at different points. And for Cilic to have success against Djokovic, like Arvid said, he needs to beat him to the punch. Cilic does a great job changing direction with the ball on the backhand side. He needs to get a lot of free points on the serve. He can take the racket out of your hand on the return. He needs to take the ball very early, be very aggressive, and he needs to execute. So there aren't a lot of secrets, and he just needs to play up to the top of his potential.
Indeed.